So here are things as they stand. We explored most of the southern portion of the Lands Between, the realm of Limgrave here, which is ruled over by Godric the Grafted in his castle of Stormvale. And that's where we're going to be going next, I believe. But before we do that, though, there is one more thing I wanted to grab in Limgrave. It's somewhere around here-ish. Just a crafting recipe for making a fire add-on to the sword. This is Monument. Don't think I read this before. Godric the Golden, humiliated, having tasted defeat by the blade of Mikola, now on his knees, begging for mercy. So, Godric the Golden was only able to be stopped by the undefeated swordswoman Millennia, also known as the Blade of Mikola, as she will tell you repeatedly, over and over again. She's really insistent about it, actually. Anyhow, seemingly no one could stop her. And she was the one who brought Godric the Golden's hunkering spree to an end. Here-ish. This looks promising. You. Satisfying. Wait, is he gonna... I was really hoping he'd get on the other guy's horse. He did not. It's very cool, though, if the enemy that can ride him out can recognize any valid mount to ride on, not just the one he started on. Very cool. A little close. Yes, this is what I was looking for, the Armorer's Cookbook, which allows us to craft fire grease, so we can create a flame coating for our weapon, which I'll use against certain beefy targets, I guess. So we can head to Stormvale now, I believe. I think I got everything else that I need from Limgrave. Pretty sure we met essentially all the important characters. We go to the castle. Yeah, there's a shiny statue here. You can see something glittering out of it. If you can get one of the trolls to attack the statue, they'll break it open like that. And then you can loot what was inside, which is some pretty good smithing stones. Yeah. Hey! There we go. Yeah, 5 smithing stone. A lot of them. Oh, speaking of, we should upgrade some of our weapons a bit more. Got lots of low-level smithing stones, By my challenge rules, I'm allowed to upgrade stuff to +3 at the moment. Not further than that. But I don't even have that. Oh, and I can add another charge to the flask, too. Wonderful. Just do that here. Smithing table. Make this Vihander +3. And I've got lots of other smithing stones. Let's upgrade the Morning Star. I think that's a good, reliable weapon. And I rather liked the Bloodstained Dagger when I tried it, so I'm thinking of upgrading that too. How's it going, Bulgur? Hello, hello. Yeah, let's upgrade the Bloodstained Dagger. Ooh. What level will I be starting the DLC at? Somewhere around rune level 100 or so. Quick overview of how I'm doing this playthrough. I've got some special rules for myself, just to make the playthrough a bit more interesting from my perspective. I do outline these in the ! build command, but I'll iterate them verbally here as well. I am not allowed to level up my character or upgrade my weapons freely. At the start, we're limited to level 10 and +3 upgrades, and we improve that by 10 levels and 3 upgrade tiers every time we get a great rune or every time we unlock a new ending for the game. So I have to do major story acts in order to gradually improve my character. And this essentially means I'll always be slightly underleveled for content, which should make things nice and fun. In addition to that, there are certain tactics and equipment I can't use. No shields or parrying, mainly. No spells or incantations as well. No summoning or spirit ashes, either. Oh yeah, I'm teleporting back up here. Stormvale Castle. Quite a foreboding visage the castle has. Stormvale Castle is usually one of the first. We've already encountered one, technically. Castle Morn was what you call a legacy dungeon in Elden Ring. This is where the game rules are slightly different. In a legacy dungeon, you are not allowed to summon Torrent, no horseback riding. In a legacy dungeon, you also don't get health flask or focus flask charges when you defeat groups of enemies when you're inside a legacy dungeon. No buffs either. I'm allowed to use buffs. I'll probably be using lots of consumables and things like Exalted Flesh for a buff. And if a buff is from an Ash of War, I can use that too. So I can use Golden Vow Ash of War if I want to. I probably won't, but I could. What do we got here? But we'll find that not all is well here in Stormvale Castle. I think somewhat reflecting the ruler of this place itself, Stormvale Castle is a grand legacy that is in the process of falling into a state of disrepair. We see huge gashes in these parapets with exposed scaffolding visible beneath them. There's gouges taking out of this tower. There are gigantic holes in the walls all over, almost resembling rotting sores of some kind. When I first explored Stormvale Castle, I thought these holes in the walls were the aftermath of some kind of battle, like giant cannonball holes, but there are no munitions, no cannonballs to be found, nor other signs of battle. It's almost as if these wounds in the castle are appearing of their own volition. Is this my first playthrough? No. I've played Elden Ring 2 times through before. It'll be my first time going into the DLC content when we get there.
Come over here, would you?
Hey.
You're tarnished, aren't you? I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Oh, try the opening right here.
That one?
The guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected.
Open the gate!
Fair enough. You certainly don't have to trust me. Well, if you must go through the gates, I'll signal them to open. But of course, I'd advise against it. Use that opening to breach the guards. You'll slip. Of course, when you appear, it's only your neck on the line after all. Oh.
Open the gate. So yeah, if we leave Gostock here, this sneaky guy will steal from us each time we die. Which I don't mind too much. We don't have any need to undo him.
The gates! Open the gates!
Please don't shoot me. Serpentine. Wasn't enough. Ah! Okay. Immediate danger resolved. My sword is not long enough. Somehow. Whoa, okay. One guy I couldn't get. We'll just stay under the range of the crossbow. Yeah, this guy's they'd have a bit more success if they were willing to let go of the ballista, but they seem rather determined. Okay, well, this is too many crossbows by far. Anybody else sneaking around the sides here? No? It's you three. Come here. Oh, oh. Smart. Not so smart. Is this a situation that would be solved by the shield you don't want to use? You wouldn't be able to block ballista bolts with a shield. That's just going to get you stamina broken unless you're using a great shield. Regular crossbow bolts, yeah, shield is very effective against. That's a big cat. Thing is quite hard to kill, by the way. Much easier to avoid. Ow. Doesn't actually have that much ability to resist stagger. Yeah. Like you said, big weapon, very good against big targets. Got him right in the head with that kukri. Take that, bitch. Oh, excuse me. A little enthusiastic there. This leads to the bridge. Let's have a look-see over here. Bolt Drake Talisman. That boosts our lightning resist. So here we see the Divine Tower. Stretched out before us. This great bridge used to access it. Used to have many guardians on it. Looks like there's the remains of many golems. When we visited over here by the broken bits of the bridge, we saw scattered bits of golem down there as well. We definitely have a couple that are still alive. More than a couple, actually. Oh yeah, this... Wait, no, I can't use torrent here? That's right. Oh boy. Not where I need to be. Sir? Okay, he's back. That's good. That's good. Hit us both. That was good. Good shot, sir. appreciate your help, but you have to die now. Use intervening terrain, pro tip. Bridge is out, but we find a teleporter here. It will take us across. Is there something over here? There's birds, definitely. Good farming spot if you... Oh. You're angry. You need feathers. It's a good spot. Let's take on Stormhawks. Ow. Ooh. Foot. Feather from a hawk that lived as one with the storms. These feathers, enveloped in swirling winds, are often used for arrow fletching. Okay. Nothing important over here. Interesting. The Divine Tower itself is misshapen here. I believe this is the only one of these towers. There are 6 of them scattered throughout. I think we can spot them from up top. There are 6 of these scattered throughout the lands between. This one, I think, is the only one that looks like this. And I'm wondering now if this distortion of the shape of the tower is related to the same thing afflicting Stormvale Castle and its walls. Doesn't quite look like the same kind of damage, though. Tightly blocked shut. That makes sense. We don't have a reason to go here yet. I was hoping there was a site of grace here, though. I have to do this whole thing again? Dang it. Heck. Oh well. Have we done Stormvale Castle yet? We're about to. Or we just barged through the main entrance and killed the lion. And we're going to enter Stormvale proper momentarily. I thought I could save some time by doing the bridge, but no. I guess I just warp back to here. Again. Good shot. 2 for 1. Seem to have an arrow in my face. I'm about to have many more. And flamethrowers. Okay. Any safe spots? Not exactly. That move is pretty cool. That's the Stormblade Ashore. We got that earlier. But my sword is too big to be a Stormblade. Unfortunately. AG the Jerk, what did they have to rename Stormvale Castle to after its defenders couldn't keep it safe from me? Stormvale Castle. Correct. Anyone else? A pike? Ooh, hold on. Have a look at that. Pike. A long spear featuring an especially lengthy handle. Specialized for use from long distances, it boasts the longest reach of any melee weapon. We have the stats to wield it. They thought the sword was long. How about this? Big stick. Give our enemies a few pokes. See how this feels. Never tried using the pike. I believe the stamina cost is pretty hefty on this thing. Oh God. It's all going wrong. Yeah, not that much damage, and definitely it's a high stamina cost. But, you know, reach has an advantage. Ooh, that looks fun. Get him. Yeah. Oh, the Church of the Ashmore, that's right. Yeah. Why is it so dark, though, man? Did I start a new character for the DLC? Yes. Yes, I did. Hold it to charge more? Yeah. Poke. Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick. What's the light I just turned on? That is the lantern. You can buy from a couple different merchants in the game. A small, waste-worn lantern to illuminate surroundings. So you're allowed to have a light source that doesn't take up either your hand slots. It's not as bright as the costly light sources, so there is some disadvantage to using it still, compared to, say, the light spell or a real torch. I really thought that would get him. Great shield. Stinky. Oh yeah, we got an omen here. I don't think I want to fight the omen with Pike. This thing is a cursed creature, not dissimilar to Margit, who we fought earlier. Right, you have hyper armor. Come back. And yeah, the statue here can't be broken by this omen. You need to use someone a bit bigger than that who's nearby. Grab the set of grace first. Bird. Bird with the flamethrower. Killed by a bird. Classic. It's actually very funny that that is the first thing in Stormveil that gets me. Alright, we need the faster throwing daggers for those. Not any bird. Yeah, these things are weird. They're like battle hawks. They have sword talons strapped to their feet and hooded flamethrower things on their faces, which are absolutely insane. They're clearly like trained battle hawks. I guess one of the various defenders of Stormveil are these. Dang it. Locked on did me dirty there. Jeez. How do I hit it? Maybe I need the pike for this. There we go. Math Zombie, thanks for the Prime. Hello. Prime sub and the 7 months of support. Just want the giant, man. This giant is the last thing standing between you and the Lord of Stormveil. Sort of the last mustered defense of Godric's forces as you kind of storm through the front gates of the castle. There's a lot more things to explore in Stormveil, though. I'm not going to go straight for the boss here. Okay, I'm just gonna go rest the grace rather than trying to get out of this situation. Seems easier. Yeah, there's still the source of this corruption to discover. There's at least one person to meet in Stormvale as well. We don't want to kill Godric yet. Does not open from this side. Is there a phrase more repeated in From Software games? It's right up there with contraption does not move. I was really expecting to see that message with this lever too. This apparently goes somewhere. Here, a scarab. Jars. When you see these jar enemies around, it's usually a sign that you're going to find a cracked pot item. To be able to craft more fire pots. Ow. Did not like me hurting the little ones. Gross. Living jar shard. Oops. Fragment of a living jar, hardened after its death. Such fragments command a high price due to the magical power locked within. This leaves the living jars as unfortunate targets for poachers. Wow. Up life is a jar. But when is a jar not a jar? When it's a door. Wait. Loosen up. Yeah, here we go. Cracked pots. 2 of them. So that means we can craft 2 more fire bombs. In fact, I'm going to do so. We have 7. And the younglings too. Oh, here we are. Sweet. Yeah. Storm Caller. Once again, not for colossal weapons, I'm afraid. Oh, and this leads behind the giant. Might as well grab this grace. It's definitely a much easier path. It's an extremely non-obvious path here. Quite a few hidden things like this in Stormvale, which are pretty cool. For the very diligent, those who are willing to platform, you can find some cool stuff. KG the Jerk, thanks for the 100 bits. A cute emote. Praise the sun. Good stockpile of those. We're going to be able to upgrade to +6 pretty soon. Love to have some. Not where I thought I was going. I think I'm lost. Other shields. Yeah, surely they were peaceful old men. What's that? Oh, that's a view of Liurnia, actually. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, I know where that is. We're not going to go there for a long time. And then this little island is actually where we started the game, over here. The Chapel of Anticipation, I think it's called. Yeah, we started the game here. Able to glimpse Stormvale. And see more of the damage to the outside of Stormvale here. Gouged walls and bizarre shapes. Almost looks like something clawed this wall. Let's see what's down here. Law is law. Nice painting of Stormvale. And the Divine Bridge. My understanding is that Stormvale and its overall shape is very much inspired by the real castle of Edinburgh. Edinburgh. Yeah. Did open that door. Okay. Yeah, this is the room we were in earlier. Yeah, neither pronunciation. I was also confident that I got it wrong both times. Oh crap. Ah! Well, good thing I opened that door. Edinburgh. Wait, this isn't the... It's a bat. An arterial leaf, huh? I can use those to make exalted flesh, so I guess I might do that a bit. Use some exalted flesh for Godric. Not ready to go down here yet. left. I feel like I explored everything in that direction, though. I didn't go into that door. I don't think I went into this door either. Yeah, we didn't grab this painting. Prophecy. Dog. Fair enough. A little too fast on the swing there. It's one tough easel. Yeah, I think that's indestructible. Pretty sure. Alright, you're gonna make trouble for me, huh? Not who I meant to hit, but I'll take it. Okay. I can't even climb that. Rude. Okay, going straight ahead then. Grisly display. And a terrifying creature. Body parts in strange formations, hanging on strings from the rafters. Bizarre creature made of limbs and other body parts amalgamated together. Many weapons in hand. Spider, she said. You come to join the spider. This is also the enemy that killed us at the beginning of the game. Well, the grafted scion. Very horrifying. I think this thing respawns, fortunately. Kill it. So what's with the grafting, exactly? It's a great question. So, Godric the Grafted is obsessed with his golden lineage here. Here's a portrait of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, which I think is the lineage that Mr. Godric descends from. How do I hit so quick? I do have to let go of the left stick, yeah. Press the bottom controller button and then the D-pad. Gives you the quick slots there. Just good muscle memory. But yeah, I'm letting go with the left stick every time. So Godric descended from, I believe, Godfrey here, is known as a sort of a weak and frail coward. His bloodline is thin. His body is weak and frail. He doesn't have the strength of character or constitution to live up to the golden lineage that he claims to, and is descended from. And so Godric has formed an obsession with acquiring strength through the art of grafting, which it's really unclear where, at least to me, where the idea to graft, to merge oneself with others came from. But Godric is obsessed with adding to his power by hunting down Tarnished, finding the fittest and strongest of them, and then grafting their body parts to his to make their strength his. It's a wonderfully profane process that creates, the delightful visage of Godric, who we'll see pretty soon when we go to fight him. He's a pretty boy. Also does not open from this side. Got the high ground, it's over. Ow. No, he has the high grounds. Healing left, though. The Mix Veil. What is this? Use FP to mimic nearby objects. Oh yeah, that's a fun one. When Godric was hounded from Lanedale, the royal capital, this was one of a multitude of treasures he took with him. So he was kicked out of the capital, it seems. I wonder if we'll find more items specifically mentioning Godric. His lore. Keep an eye out for those. Tell me there's a grace soon. There's a troll here being exsanguinated. Gruesome. It's quite the drop. This is not my first playthrough, no. But it will be my first time going into the DLC. The ladder here. Yeah, I'm planning on doing most of the run with this Zweihander. Again, we'll be switching weapons as necessary for effectiveness, as well as just for variety's sake. So I expect to see some dagger play, actually, as well. Use the Morning Star for a bit. But yeah, primarily Zweihander. Hey, that's the door that I couldn't open, right? Yeah. Where does this go? pickled turtleneck. The key. Feels like there should be a site of grace somewhere around here. Mistake. Mistake. Yep. My face was mauled. Still know the way back there from here. When in doubt, just run. It's often the easiest path through enemies in these sorts of games. They usually can't keep up with the player. Will give up pursuit after a short while. You can just book it. Yeah, that grafted monstrosity will not be respawning, thankfully. Here we are. Chrysalid's Memento. Memento left by the chrysalids sacrificed for grafting. A brooch wrapped in red velvet. Traces of blood are visible. Faintly visible spirits try to convey something, but their voices cannot be heard. Yeah, I figured Roderica would be interested in that. Let's see if we can, find a site of grace around here somewhere. I feel like one of these doors. Wait, what about that door? Yeah, the one with the lever. Is there a command to check the bosses I've beaten? No, I don't have a tracker for that or anything. There's that site of grace. This is the Rampart Tower. Okay. Heartbroken Maiden is her name, currently. Still invincible, right?
You're willing to make me a chrysalid, but I'm still a milksop craven. I can't even govern myself to step beyond the bounds of this ward. Please. A pleasure to see you. Did you give the little chrysalids the message that I love them, and that despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough.
Here.
What's this? A keepsake from my men. Oh, goodness me, I can't. They all believed in me. They all thought I'd make something of myself. Me, who can't do anything. I think I'll head to the Round Table Hold. Perhaps I'll find my purpose there.
Perhaps you shall.
I think I'll find my purpose.
Good luck. Hey, Snake, enjoy the nap. That sounds great, actually. It's really good. I mean, that's my perfect weekend, is like 4 hours Elden Ring, nap, then 4 more hours. Great. Take that, you stupid bird nerd. Yeah, also, I wanted to test my theory. Not the right weapon. Do spears work on birds? Oh no. Not really. Birds are just OP is the answer. Do barrels work on tarnished? Yes. Also, they work on Mario. Just get good is the answer. Oh, another one over here. You are. Okay. And yes, Jasper, I was going to say this is where you get to the thing you were remembering. Jumping off the wall here. We'll go do that. Not sure what I was expecting. That was fun. But yes, there's a nice overlook here. Where again, you can see the starting area. As well as a through the fog glimpse of the Royal Carrion Academy of Raya Lucaria there in the distance. Very imposing, prominent structure. One of the best vistas in the game, I think, is the Academy. Wait, yeah, and there's a drop down here somewhere, right? And more holes in the walls with spiked vines growing from them, seemingly. Not clear where the vines are originating. Find the marred wooden shield. Speaking of, wooden shield of Stormvale soldiers. Much like the castle, it is marred by mottling and thorns. Some say it is the curse of grafting which causes such affliction, while others talk of its root being something altogether more sinister, hidden deep within the castle. There is an affliction upon this castle. Cool. Going down. Way down. Oh, no you don't. Storm Assault. Yeah, Crucible Knight. You can hide in the bush from this guy if you don't want to fight him. He's definitely a tough customer. Hiding is illegal, though. Yes. Good fight. Yeah, we got lots of practice yesterday on those guys. They're tough, but they are beatable. I'd say those are one of the more unfair enemies in the game. They just have so many different ways to punish the player. And they don't really adhere to the rules of the game all that strictly. So they're kind of nonsense. But they're a fun fight once you know them, I guess. Yeah, if you parry them, they're a lot easier, definitely. Yeah, they do. They have some pretty egregious input reading, and they're also able to punish you in ways they really realistically ought not to be able to. For example, they're able to attack while moving forward at a pace faster than the player can run at full speed, despite the fact that they're wearing heavy armor. It's just absurd. Their running lunges are just a bit too obscene. That's all right. With practice, all things can be surmounted. They can also yeet themselves off a cliff. That's true. Yeah, they are kind of a fan of that. Ooh, some drawstring fire grace. This looks familiar. This is the Rampart Tower set of grace. This will rust again. Yeah, I think one of the really cool things about this game, and one thing that makes replaying with a different character build pretty interesting, is that different enemies will be wildly different varies of challenging depending on what your build is. Because some of them are very resistant to forms of attack, or just good at punishing the player under different situations. I like that. Millennia hard counters breathing. Indeed. Being alive, not on her watch. Vandalism. Lots of rooftops you can jump on. You can see another item over there. If you can see an item, I like that items are visible from long distances. And then if you can see an item somewhere, it means you can get there, of course. So you can kind of deduce that there might be routes to certain things. Oops. It's too tall. My legs. Broken both of my legs. Onto that rooftop some other way, right? I'd even be able to just make the jump from here, actually. Did have some nice souls, though. Go back to that. Let's see, that was up the big thingy. Here. Where are my runes? Oh well. Got onto the roof I was trying to get onto. That'll do. Oh no! Dozing cross-legged. We got an emote there, actually. Appears to be more. The stone sword key gate. Wait. Let's mark that. No, not quite. Right here. Yeah. Okay. Mark that for exploration. The beacons that you can place on the world map can be really helpful for finding how to get to certain places with vertical layering like this. Or just guiding you to places in general. Slay the Relics is on? Yeah, it probably is. Didn't specifically disable it. That looks like a jump down I can do. Here we are. Okay, knight, yes. Fellow with a torch, no. Looks like a church of some kind. Pew pew. There's someone here.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger is the name.
Roger.
A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm
The hat?
looking for a little something.
And the pointy
here in
shoes.
the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormvale Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind.
I'm here to kill the king. Yeah.
I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
Sorceries will not help me, but I will look at what you got. Oh, he's got Ash of War, Glintstone Pebble. These are magic ashes of war. Cool. Still don't want those.
Oh, keen to learn.
Okay, there's nothing else to say at the moment, huh? Perhaps I'll see him later. Seemingly nothing to drop down onto. Here's an item, though. Golden rune. Another glimpse of this area that we got to before. Maybe this was here the whole time? Not bad. Nope. No. Terrible. There's an open window on the chapel. Oh, I see. I missed something back there. Unless it's particularly important, I probably won't go get it. Over here. Oh. This looks promising. The stone sword key, and then back to this roof. this roof. Please no. Hey there, Kimba Dog. This is a fresh run. I will be doing the DLC on stream for all to see. As blind as reasonably possible. Birds. A claw talisman is here. The assassins of Ravenmount are killers by trade. They assail their victims dressed as birds of prey. This boosts jumping attacks by a percentage. Pretty strong. Especially if you jump a lot. I think our talisman slot's probably more competitive than that. It is pretty good. Get down here. I see, this doorway is probably the intended way. This is just... Yeah, I just missed this door, okay? Fair enough. Alright, what do we got in here? Oh, the Iron Wet Blade. This is our first Wet Blade. These are pretty important key items. When applying an affinity or using Ashes of War, you can choose which additional affinities to infuse with. In this case, Heavy, Keen, or Quality. And Quality is the build we're by and large, or the infusion we're by and large going to be using for most of the playthrough. So, very happy to see that. Long forgotten crest of Stormvale. Ah, and the Misericord. This is an important weapon. I want to try this out a bit, just as a direct combat weapon. Dagger favored by military physicians. The pointed blade is hard and sharp, making critical hits especially potent. Medicine is mercy, and mercy on the battlefield is ruthless. Are the killers clothed in the garb of compassion. So the Misericord is notable for having, I think, the highest critical damage of any weapon in the game. I wonder how it is as a direct combat weapon. Contemplating the merits of using this as sort of a weapon switch. Use the greatsword to stagger things, switch to the dagger, and then stab them. I imagine that might be fairly effective. Oh, interesting, Jotunborn. Might see better with heavy sometimes. We'll have to play around with that. Right. Any other major regions of Stormvale? I'm going to go get down and get the ulcerated spirit. I feel like there's another part of Stormvale I haven't done. Oh yeah, I think that's the side path. Let's check out the side path. PvP madmen get a parry and then switch rings and weapons before going for the crit. That's more menuing than I can pull off. Definitely. If I've been over there. All that for some stinky bolts? Come on. Do something else better than that. Bird. Stinky bird. Not seem like a good weapon for fighting birds with. I need more reach. Oh no. Nope. There we go. Whew. Spicy. Yeah. Yeah, not just some update, just to be clear, Spork Revolution, but a DLC that took over 2 years to make and is arguably one of the biggest DLCs ever made for any game. And is also has been received by critics as the highest rated DLC of all time. So there's definitely a lot of hype involved about the Elden Ring DLC in particular. No. No. Three of them. Three to the face. Am I using a controller or mouse and keyboard? I'm using a controller. I'm playing with a PlayStation DualShock 5 for this playthrough. Yeah, really good view of the damage on the walls of Stormvale here. Almost looks like pockmarked sores of a sort. Grisly. Yeah, I would strongly recommend this game with a controller over a keyboard and mouse. I think it's just a more natural feel, and you're really going to need the... Given how hard the game is, you're really going to want that additional ease of movement. Ow. just another way down. Wait. We've been down here. Question mark? Question mark. Well, I have been down here. Birds are respawned for reasons I don't remember. Okay. Run from the birds. Ah! Not working. Oh, right, because there's a grace here that I rested at. Definitely blocked that from memory. Okay. Moving on. Oh no! I queued up a dodge roll and I knew it was dead as soon as it happened. I like that that guy fell with us, though. Yeah, so something this game does that really makes the combat really impactful, in my opinion, you have to commit to your actions. If you tell your character to perform an action that they can't do yet, it often gets added to a queue, and then your character will do it as soon as you can. So if I attack here and then press dodge as soon as I can, the character may dodge as soon as they're able to, even if it's after when I originally pressed the dodge. Although, sometimes it doesn't get added to the queue. I'm actually not 100% sure what causes things to be queued up and what makes them not get queued up, but sometimes they are. I don't know why I thought I could do that again. Don't dodge. Goodbye. There's a certain window. That makes sense. It's fun. Is Kwei-wee the word with the most silent letters in a row? What silent letters? Will I be using bows, crossbows, or magic at all? Probably not to any of those. Definitely not any magic. We might use bows and crossbows, but realistically I'll stick to the throwing daggers as our ranged weapon source. Throwing daggers and bomb consumables will be plenty of use in this run. Okay, just, yeah. Yeah, even the inner walls are starting to form these sores. Locked. If they re-released Bloodborne in 60 FPS on PC, that would be worth playing. I don't think we're going to see that. I think there was some kind of, like, Sony exclusiveness arrangement. Patches? Just happened here. I got locked in the room with this guy. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Get the curved sword talisman. Enhances guard counters. That's kind of cool. It's said that a blind swordsman was the originator of this technique. The art of allowing one's opponent to strike so as to leave them vulnerable to a well-timed reply. And a key. Goes to that door. No sign of the culprit that locked us in there. I've got a question for chat, because I've never been able to figure it out. How do you get to this item? It's in this crater thing. You can't jump up here. It's tauntingly purple. I've never been able to figure out how to get to that. Just out here? Definitely not. Looks like I have to go from above. I'm guessing it's just a stone sword key anyway, just some special arrows even. That's worse than a stone sword key, but I still want it because loot. A leaf would be fine. I would take a leaf. Also that item. The item, no! That's fine. It's that grace we came from. That's a good view. Okay, so here's this item. Oh yeah, the brick hammer. This is a pretty good strength weapon. It's a brick on a stick. Hard to go wrong with that. Weapon made from an ordinary stone brick, wielded by a laborer who led a rebellion and later became a champion himself. Especially weighty, requiring the strength of a giant. Takes 31 strength, very good strength scaling. Bonks real hard. It's our first great hammer. I'll probably be doing some great hammer action this run, but not with that weapon. Wait, I'd probably go through, right? Here. No. Althamos joining? Okay, I've lost my way. And Der Zombie! Love to watch me play the Elden Ring. Got a lot better at Slay the Spire because of the vids and streams. Hopefully the same is true for Elden Ring. Well, I hope I'm showing some people a love of the Greatsword. The Colossal Sword. Big... Ah! Guess this is the way I haven't gone yet, huh? Foul tarnished. Some discount waffles. I love it. Yeah, somewhere over here for the item we saw. That makes sense. Is it maybe on that ledge I was just on? Or is it further up? No, I think it's over here, right? Yeah, here. Here. This looks promising. Aha! Give me the leaf! I want it! Time to turn over a new leaf. Yeah, 3 arterial leaves. I actually think that's perfectly fine. As far as loot. We would like to make it exalted flesh. We need Roa flute. Flute? Hefty beast bones. I can farm these in the Mistwood, I guess. Noted. And then we're back to here. Okay. I feel like we got most of the things in Stormvale now. There's the Grace. Keep being surprised at how far you can jump down without taking fall damage. So here's a quick fall damage guide in Elden Ring. You can fall 10 meters without taking any fall damage. That's approximately the height from the top of a castle wall to the bottom, which is a very tall distance. After that, you start taking fall damage, and it ramps up pretty quick, with a lethal fall happening, I think, just at 15 meters, half again the distance of a safe fall. Seems a little extreme, but if you're aware of the actual real-world physics of falling and how acceleration works, then you understand that the higher you fall from, the dramatically lower your survival chances, as the kinetic energy you strike the ground with is proportional to the square of the distance you fell. So short distances are pretty safe falls, but once you get to a certain height, it becomes dangerous and then very quickly a guaranteed kill from there. Wait, yeah, there. Let's pop back to the round table hold briefly. A chat with a few people here. D is here, the Hunter of the Dead.
Ah, we meet again. I'm glad you took my warning to heart. Those who live in death should be left well alone. All the more should you spy a mariner among their number.
Yeah, I killed him.
Well, well. Another fool who won't listen to reason, eh? But with a prowess for weeding Deathroot. How would you like to earn the strength of beasts? If you're inclined to hunt more of those who live in death and weed their Deathroot, then I'll introduce you to Garank, the beast clergyman. I have a matter of my own to attend to, and the beast himself wishes for someone to take my place. What say you?
Sure.
Very well. Show me your map. I've marked the location for you, of a hidden gateway. It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
Have you spotted any changes relative to the DLC so far? No, I don't think anything outside of the DLC areas has changed. I'm still vaguely hopeful that we might see something.
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya.
Lanya.
She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion. I've lost count of the number. Honestly.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, there was a couple of balance tweaks. That's true. Wait, when does Rongier go to the Round Table Hold? Does anyone know?
Greetings. Nice to see you again. My name is Roderica. I should have told you sooner. Isn't this place impressive, though? The Round Table Hold.
After
Covert
Godric, okay.
Quarters of the Two Fingers.
Have to do Godric first.
And gathering place of champions who vie to become Elden Lord. I never knew the guidance bestowed upon us Tarnished had such fantastic roots. Although, it's all a bit much for me, in truth. I'm still looking for my own purpose.
So then I think we do Godric next. We haven't met and talked to Fia yet. We should definitely do this. Hi.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Balderkin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act.
You may hug me.
Ah, my thanks.
The Baldachin are
great
very cool
champion.
from a lore perspective. They embrace warriors of great power, champions, absorbing their body warmth, and then lie with the frail or ill lords,
You are
lending the warmth to them,
very warm.
those in positions of power or royalty. The Baldachin in particular, called deathbed companions, lie with the lords after
What you
death,
felt light up inside you was a Balderkin's
trying to give them the vigor of life
Though
again.
it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
Thanks for the hug, lady. The item she gives you, this is a bit of a weird, really weird choice by FromSoft. As long as this thing is in your inventory, you have a slight decrease to your max health. I guess that represents the stolen warmth. Or not stolen, the gifted warmth. A little bit of your vitality gifted to Deathbed Companion. Kind of cool. We'll have more interactions with her in the future. Let's see. The poise buff is pretty strong. It's so short, though. It seems hard to use it effectively for anything at all. It's crazy. Anyone else I want to talk to here? No, I guess we're going to go do Godric. Soldier of Rick. Couple good choices for our Godric fights in terms of equipment. I think I'll break out the fire grease here. Did I fight the invader in the Round Table Hold yet? No. Did not. I also haven't found Nefeli. Hold on, wait, we haven't met Nefeli Lu. Where the heck is she? Definitely missed her. Right in front of the giant? No, I mean her very first location. This is where she is. Oh, I haven't even gotten this. I haven't been over here. There's a golden seed I need. Hold the heckin' on. More stuff too.
Be proud. You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place. Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot. I am Nefeli Lu. Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds. If you intend to challenge Godric, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight. Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow Tarnished, we must each follow our own guidance. Down whatever road takes us to the throne of Elden Lord.
All roads lead to the throne.
As fellow down whatever.
Okay, so we met Nefeli. Grabbed the golden seed. There's an item down that alleyway. Smithing stones. I think Kukris are really good against Godric too. So waiting at the heart of the castle, hidden behind all his servants and guards, is the lord we've been looking for here, Godric the Grafted. We've not been to the castle depths. We'll do that after beating Godric. The man himself.
Mighty dragon, thou'rt a true-born heir.
Kneeling before a dead dragon.
Lend me thy strength, O kindred.
Love the
Deliver
finger
me
count.
unto greater heights.
That's too many fingers.
Well, Baalorlord. I command thee, kneel! I am the Lord of all that is golden.
The man who must say, I am king, is no true king. Godric's repeated insistence about being the lord of all that is golden kind of shows, I think, just how much he's actually not. He is quite a fight. Very janky. Some wonky timings on him. Suitably awkward for a being that's so asymmetrical. To that currently. More. Music goes so hard during this fight. Gruesome. Such a cool moment. It's like, what is his possible strategy here?
Truest of dragons.
And then...
Lend me thy strength.
Oh, yeah.
Forefathers, one and all! Bear witness!
Witness me. Changes all his timings and attack patterns with a dragon arm too. Fire everywhere.
I am the Lord of all that is golden, and one day we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
GG. We get Godric's Great Rune. The first of many.